Tamar Braxton and Mendeecees was tiptoeing around Atlanta together. Yandy Smith got word of it, found them.
And you doing all the fucking in the room. We had a flat. The wall separated my bed and your bed. I'm listening. I can't answer the.
What if I told you the wildest, most jaw-dropping showdown of the year didn't come from a reality TV script, but straight from the real-life chaos of Tamar Braxton's world? Picture this. Yandy Smith, the woman known for preaching loyalty, love, and marriage goals, suddenly crossing every line imaginable. The woman fans once saw as the definition of grace under fire allegedly turned into a storm of rage, and the person caught in her path. None other than Tamar Braxton. Yes, that Tamar, the powerhouse voice, the comeback queen, and a magnet for controversy. Rumors have it she got tangled up in a secret fling with Yandy's husband, Mendeecees Harris. What started as whispers online exploded into a full-blown scandal, one that reportedly ended with Tamar bruised, bloodied, and surrounded by flashing police lights. Meanwhile, Yandy walked away from the chaos with her image forever changed, from the loyal wife to the alleged avenger. Was it jealousy? Betrayal? Or just a PR stunt that went way too far? Whatever the truth, social media detectives have been working overtime, connecting screenshots, videos, and shady comments like it's the hottest mystery series of the year. Every new leak just fuels the fire, and the story keeps getting darker. It all began not with sirens, but with bass-thumping music and champagne bottles at Atlanta's B12 Lounge, the kind of place where celebrities and gossip collide. Tamar Braxton and Mendeecees were both there that night, but according to several eyewitnesses, they weren't just making small talk. They were close. Too close. Laughing, leaning in, whispering like the room around them didn't exist. By midnight, blurry clips began surfacing online, Tamar smiling, Mendeecees leaning in, and the internet did what it always does best. Exploded. Fans called it innocent flirting. Others said it looked way more intimate. But for anyone who knows Yandy Smith's history, that was dangerous territory. Because Yandy's entire image is built on loyalty. She stood by Mendeecees through prison time, cheating rumors, and public humiliation. She's fought trolls, defended her marriage, and turned her love story into a brand. To her fans, she was the definition of ride or die. So, when whispers about Tamar and her husband started swirling, the same Tamar who's no stranger to messy headlines, it hit differently. According to those who claim they were there, Tamar left the club around 1 a.m. with her close friend Funky Dineva. But moments later, witnesses say Mendeecees followed, right behind her car. The night didn't end at the curb either. Reports suggest there was a small afterparty at Tamar's place. A few hours later, chaos erupted. Police were called. Tamar was found battered, missing teeth, swollen face, and injuries too brutal to ignore. Her official statement called it an accident, but the internet wasn't buying it. The timeline didn't add up, and fans started pointing fingers. Because if there's one thing viewers know about her, it's that she doesn't back down. On Love and Hip Hop, she's taken the blame for her man's mistakes just to keep her marriage intact. She stood her ground through every scandal. So, when fans imagined a woman pushed to her breaking point, the theory didn't seem so far-fetched. Now add fuel to the fire. Just days before the story erupted, Yandy and Mendeecees were posting loved-up Instagram photos, anniversary captions, heart emojis, the works. Then boom, this. The timeline went from relationship goals to real-life chaos overnight. Whatever really happened behind those closed doors, one thing's clear. This isn't just gossip. This is a full-blown Hollywood-level scandal that blurs the line between loyalty and rage, love and revenge. And tonight, the world is still asking the same question. What really went down the night Tamar Braxton's world came crashing down? Just days before everything imploded, Yandy and Mendeecees were celebrating her birthday in pure couple goals fashion, heartfelt captions, long toasts, and candlelit dinners. Mendeecees even posted, "You're my foundation, my best friend, my forever." Family cheered, glasses clinked, and the internet swooned. It was picture perfect. Then, only a few nights later, Tamar Braxton is spotted getting cozy with the same man in an Atlanta club, and hours after that, She ends up hospitalized, battered, and bruised. To fans, this wasn't random. This was a straight line from point A to point B. Love, betrayal, and violence. And the internet? Oh, it lit up instantly. Twitter threads, TikTok timelines, Reddit theories, all spinning at lightning speed. One viral comment read, asterisk, Yandy caught Tamar messing with her husband and handled it herself. Asterisk another went deeper. Asterisk the sirens, the police reports, the silence. Something's being hidden. Then came the curveball. Tamar's team dropped a new music video trailer early. And guess who appeared in it? Mendeecees himself. Fans were convinced it was no coincidence. Damage control, they said. She's flipping the narrative. But the thing about the internet is, once the story takes off, no one controls it. Atlanta's gossip circles were burning hot. Clubgoers swore they saw Yandy's car parked near Tamar's neighborhood that same night. Neighbors claimed they heard shouting before the police showed up. Blogs ran headlines like, from love and hip-hop to real-life crime scene, and fans couldn't look away. Some believed Yandy herself pulled up and threw hands. Others said Tamar faked the chaos for publicity. But everyone agreed, whatever happened, it wasn't just an accident. Then came the twist that turned rumor into wildfire. Funky Deneva, Tamar's friend who had driven her home that night, broke his silence, and he was furious. In an emotional Instagram rant, he called himself asterisk collateral damage in a PR stunt. Asterisk he accused Tamar of letting him take the blame while she stayed quiet. His words hit like gasoline on an open flame. If her own circle didn't believe her, why should anyone else? Tamar's vague posts about healing and reflection didn't help either. In gossip culture, silence isn't peace, it's proof. By then, the story had three major fronts: Tamar's mysterious injuries, Yandy's fierce reputation as the ultimate ride or die, and Funky's public fallout. Together, they formed a perfect storm that no PR team could contain. And just when it seemed the internet couldn't get any wilder, it did. Suddenly, anonymous sources were sliding into blogger DMs claiming exclusive info. TikTok detectives pieced together grainy clips, dramatic music, and fake police documents. And the craziest part? People believed every word. One supposed insider claimed they overheard cops at the scene saying, asterisk, this isn't an accident. This looks like a fight. Asterisk another alleged that a neighbor saw a woman in a hoodie sprinting away right before the sirens went off. Fans didn't hesitate. They decided that woman was Yandy. It was all the internet needed to crown her the culprit. Hashtags started trending. Tamar's fans demanded justice. Yandy's army swore she'd never risk her reputation. And love and hip-hop watchers? They were just grabbing popcorn, calling it Season 2, Real Life Edition. Blog headlines got louder and bloodier. Tamar found beaten after alleged love triangle showdown. Asterisk, Yandy Smith denies everything, but fans aren't buying it. Asterisk. Then, out of nowhere, a leaked audio clip hit the internet. 2 minutes of scratchy, chaotic noise, a woman shouting, asterisk, keep my husband's name out your mouth. Asterisk followed by muffled screams and police sirens. Was it real? No one knew. But it didn't matter. The belief was enough. Fans swore it was Yandy's voice, and the narrative cemented itself overnight. Yandy caught Tamar slipping and made her pay. And if that wasn't enough, a blurry photo surfaced showing a black SUV parked near Tamar's driveway, one identical to Yandy's usual ride. Another alleged witness claimed Mendeecees was pacing outside while Tamar screamed inside. It was pure chaos, digital gold for gossip blogs. Meanwhile, Tamar's camp tried desperately to pivot. They dropped teasers for her upcoming single, leaked behind-the-scenes footage, and pushed a new Survivor angle. But every time they tried to shift focus, the internet yanked the spotlight back to the same burning question. At first, Yandy stayed completely silent. No statements, no subtweets, no Insta stories. Nothing. And that silence hit harder than any denial ever could. Fans took it as confirmation. Memes started flooding in overnight. Yandy in boxing gloves, Tamar laid up in a hospital bed, Mendeecees standing awkwardly between them. The internet had already assigned the roles. Yandy, the fighter. Tamar, the victim. Mendeecees, the trophy in the middle of the chaos. Then, just when everyone thought she'd stay quiet forever, Yandy popped up on Instagram Live, and the internet lost it. Sitting calm and polished, she brushed the rumors off like lint on her sleeve. "Y'all are reaching," she said, rolling her eyes. "I was home with my kids that night. Stop playing with my family." No names. No direct denial. Just enough to make fans suspicious. The comments section exploded. Asterisk. That's exactly what someone guilty would say. Asterisk, one user wrote. Others insisted she was staying vague for legal reasons. Either way, her live didn't cool things down. It poured gasoline on the fire. The internet wasn't having it. "Sir, you are the noise," one fan snapped. Another wrote, "If you weren't in the club with Tamar, we wouldn't be here." His silence, and his refusal to defend either woman, only made things worse. What started as gossip blogs soon spilled into mainstream media. Major outlets picked up the story, calling it a reality TV love triangle turned violent. Talk shows debated whether Yandy was being unfairly villainized or whether Tamar's accident had a much darker backstory. Even other Love and hip-hop castmates joined the circus. One tweeted, "Wouldn't surprise me if somebody finally snapped." Then came the fake bombshell, a doctored police report that went viral overnight. It listed Tamar Braxton as a victim of active assault investigation and hinted at a female suspect known to the victim. It was eventually proven fake, but by then, it didn't matter. Fans didn't care if it was real, only that it fit the story they'd already decided was true. And that's when things turned from drama to full-blown public outrage. People started calling for Yandy's arrest. Hashtags like #JusticeForTamar trended for days. Comment sections became war zones. Yandy's fans defending her, Tamar's fans calling her a survivor. The pressure got so intense that even those outside the love and hip-hop world can't ignore it anymore. Behind the scenes, whispers said network executives were panicking. VH1 producers allegedly held emergency meetings. Should they spin it into the next season's storyline, or distance themselves before it got worse? Drama sells, sure, but lawsuits don't. And word was, the legal threats were already flying. Sources claimed Tamar's team explored defamation and assault claims, though nothing was ever officially filed. Yandy's camp, on the other hand, reportedly had attorneys and PR experts on standby, strategizing how to rebuild her image before sponsors pulled the plug. Mendeecees, caught dead in the middle, faced his own quiet backlash. Some blogs suggested he'd be questioned, not for violence, but for setting the stage for it. The ripple effect hit fast. A beauty brand rumored to collaborate with Tamar quietly put their campaign on hold. A nonprofit tied to Yandy supposedly faced angry comments demanding her removal. The fallout wasn't just digital anymore, it was professional, financial, and personal. Through all of it, one truth became undeniable. The audience was hooked. Every live stream, every shady subtweet, every anonymous insider only made the story bigger. Tamar tried to pivot the conversation, posting about recovery, resilience, and peace, but the internet refused to let go of the bloodied photos and the rumor that Yandy's rage had turned physical. It was like watching a car crash in slow motion, tragic, chaotic, and impossible to look away. And that was only part one. Because the next chapter, the alleged legal moves, the brand collapses, and the evidence that surfaced next would take this scandal from Atlanta gossip to full-blown national headline status. By now, whispers had become roars. Tamar's accident wasn't just a mystery, it was a full cultural moment, dissected by fans, influencers, and news anchors alike. The timeline didn't add up. The denials sounded rehearsed. And every new leak only deepened the shadows around the truth. Behind the curtain, insiders claimed Tamar's lawyers were quietly pushing for answers from authorities, but police statements remained vague and incomplete, almost too careful. At the same time, sources close to Yandy said she'd been advised to project calm, to post family photos, avoid drama, and polish that strong wife and mother image until it gleamed again. But the internet wasn't done investigating. Fans went full detective mode, digging up old love and hip-hop clips where Yandy once said, asterisk, I'll protect what's mine at all costs. Asterisk, that quote resurfaced everywhere as proof she'd warned the world long ago. Tamar's cryptic new music teasers only fueled more speculation. One lyric in particular, she thought she could break me, but I'm still standing, had the internet convinced she was throwing subliminal shots. Whether intentional or not, the timing made it impossible to separate art from accusation. Then came the so-called hospital leak. A blurry screenshot of a supposed medical report spread online, listing Tamar's injuries, contusions, dental trauma, possible assault. Authentic or not, it went viral in seconds. Blogs slapped it across their headlines. The damage was already done. Whatever sympathy existed for the tragic accident vanished almost overnight, replaced by something darker. The whispers turned into certainty. Tamar Braxton hadn't just fallen. She'd been attacked. Suddenly, Yandy's calm silence, once praised as classy, started to look like guilt. Her feed was full of family photos, quotes about strength and business updates, but every comment said the same thing. Asterisk, why won't you speak up? Asterisk, another fan wrote. Asterisk, if you were innocent, you'd say something. That one old live stream clip didn't help either. The tone, the dismissiveness, it became a viral loop fueling every conspiracy theory online. And Mendeecees? Instead of defending anyone, he tossed gasoline on the fire with cryptic captions like asterisk, not everything is what it seems. Asterisk, his vague posts made him the shadowy villain of the story, someone who let two women's reputations crumble while he sat back watching. Before long, the story outgrew gossip blogs. Talk shows picked it up, debating it like a national scandal. Some claimed Tamar was the real victim. Others said she was chasing sympathy. One panelist warned, asterisk, if Yandy really did this, her activist career is over. Asterisk,